How to drive stick shift in a few minutes. The pedals are different than a normal automatic car. The brake and gas are in the same place, but on the left it's the clutch, not the emergency brake. In an automatic, the car changes gears for you, but not in a manual. The gear stick is how you change gears when you have the clutch in. The gears correlate to what speed you're trying to go. So first gear is for slow speeds when you're in like a parking lot. Second gear is for when you're speeding up. And when you get up to sixth gear, that's for the highway. Neutral is also important. The only ways to come to a stop when you're driving in a manual car is if you're in neutral or you push the clutch in. And if you're not in neutral and you take your foot off the clutch wrong, you will probably stall the car. Instead of the parking brake being the leftmost pedal, in a manual it's usually in the middle, and it's a stick you pull up and down. Now I'm going to explain how to get the car moving your first time. Make sure that you're practicing in an empty parking lot with a lot of space, because you're probably going to stall the car and it might be stressful. Push in the clutch and put the car in first gear. Without touching the gas, very slowly let go of the clutch. At a certain point, the car will start to move forward, so keep your foot right there on the clutch.
Now you can record the car.
That part of the clutch is called the catch or bite point, and it's where the clutch engages the transmission. Once you're at the catch point, slowly press on the gas, giving it about 1,500 RPM, and continue to slowly let off the clutch. If you let off the clutch too fast, the car will lurch forward and you might stall. I can't emphasize enough how gentle you have to be with the clutch. It makes it so much easier. Once you're going in first gear, just cruise around the parking lot like normal and keep doing this until you get comfortable. The next step is learning to shift into gears like second and third. These are for when you're speeding up, and you can judge when to switch into them based on the RPM going way over 2,000 or you hear too much engine noise. Just keep getting used to cruising around and shifting between first, second, and third. Another gear that's very important is reverse. To get into reverse on most manual cars, you push down on the gear shift knob and you go up to the left corner, but it's different for each car and you'll be able to figure out. Once you get the hang of shifting these gears, you can also learn how to downshift, which is a more controlled and smoother form of braking, which you can only do in a manual car. I should have covered this in the beginning, but to start a manual car, you usually have to push down on the clutch and the brake and then push the button, or turn the key, whichever your car is. Now all you have to do is keep practicing. You really just have to work on getting into first and second gear and getting the hang of that. But once you get comfortable, you can start getting third and you can start moving up to the roads. Just keep practicing, cruising around parking lots. You'll get the hang of it, I promise. It's a great thing to learn.